How you doing, baseball fans? We got some finals. The Astros taking game one against the Yankees. It was a close one. It was a fun one, but the Astros coming out on top. The Padres with a heck of a comeback today against the Phillies. They were looking at an 0-2 deficit in the series, but they came back and were able to tie the series at 1. How you doing, everyone? Good evening. Welcome to tonight's stream. How is everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Hey, fun day of baseball today. Good solid game one tonight between the Astros and the Yankees. A lot of home runs. Oh, we got a new, who do we got here? Oh, CRaz951 has become a member now for the 8th straight month. Thank you, my friend, for that. I do appreciate that. Everyone, make sure to check out memberships. If you didn't know, we have memberships. We have a couple different tiers. Go check them out and think about signing up for a membership. But good solid day here. Again, a lot of home runs tonight with the Astros and the Yankees. Good pitching all the way around. There were definitely some bumps here and there in that game, but in the end, the Astros coming out on top. And then the Padres today, an exciting comeback. Looking like, man, they were, it was looking like the Phillies, they're going to roll their way in this series. They're going to roll on, like, just easily get to the World Series. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, is this serious? Is this what the Padres are going to do in this series? You're down 4-0 now in game two. You got, like, what, one hit in game one or whatever it was, 2 hits, can't remember. I'm just thinking here, like, come on. What are we doing here, San Diego? And they came roaring back. That was fun to watch. But we're going to break it down tonight. Everyone, thank you for coming by again. But if anyone is new, think about subscribing down below. We're trying to get to 27,000 by the end of the postseason. Everyone, right now, if you can, hit that like button for me. This is going to help the algorithm quite a lot. The algorithm likes the like button more than ever, so please hit that like button for me. Hit the bell notification. That way you know I go live every single time, and every time I upload a video, you will know that as well. And share the stream if you can. Share any of the content as well. Don't forget, we are partners here with SeatGeek. Use my code HYDE, 20 bucks off. Basketball season is starting. You can definitely use this code if you're into basketball as well. Any game you want to go to, any tickets that you can find on SeatGeek, use my code HYDE, 20 bucks off. Don't forget, we're partners with Prize Picks as well. Use my code GINGER and you'll get a 100% deposit match. Alrighty, everyone, let's get to it here. We're going to break down these couple of games here. And, honestly, I'm kind of glad we're in the championship round now, because I don't have to dive into so many different games. It's kind of nice, to be completely honest. And you can kind of just focus on just 2 different series. It's just nice. It helps my potato brain out quite a bit. But let's get the music ready here. Here we go. All right, music is ready. Let's start off here with the game that just went final. The Yankees and the Astros. I got a lot of thoughts here. It's game one. It's game one. All right? Whether you're an Astros fan, Yankee fan, you don't jump to conclusions in game one. You never jump to conclusions. I actually think both teams looked pretty good in this game. I know the Astros came out on top here, but yes, the Yankees taking the loss here. But I don't think the Yankees really looked all that bad. They had some good things going on in this game. In the end, Clark Schmidt was just the difference in this one. He came in, he was misplacing some of his off-speed stuff, and they just took advantage of it, taking him back-to-back home runs. And, Clark Schmidt was the difference in this one. Yankee fans, I'm pretty sure you want Clark Schmidt to be sent to the sun. But other than that, you looked pretty good. Obviously, with the Yankees, you're going up against Justin Verlander. This guy will probably win the Cy Young this year. But early on in this game, Justin Verlander was actually not looking too sharp. He was looking a little off. If you actually go here on Baseball Savant, you can see his slider in his post-game press conference. My goodness, excuse me if I slur any words. No, I have not been drinking. I'm just very tired. Hey, gotta go to bed soon. But Justin Verlander, he was even saying himself in the post-game press conference, he wasn't feeling his slider too much. And you can see it too. The spin rate was down on his slider from his usual spin rate throughout the season. So he said it took him a little time to really get a feel for it. But you can see here, the Yankees were really starting to get to him. And actually, if you take a look here, go back to the first inning, you had Anthony Rizzo get hit by the pitch. Stanton got on base with the error, but then Josh Donaldson getting the strikeout. Josh Donaldson, before I even move on, he has not looked... He had a couple hits in that series against Cleveland, right? But he has been striking out a ton. If you go back to his last 4 games now, he's got 9 strikeouts over his last 4 games. Donaldson, I don't know, man. Is there like something else you can do here if you're the Yankees? Could you maybe get Oswaldo Cabrera involved somehow? I feel like Donaldson's just kind of... He's been killing some rallies here. I mean, there was another time, too. I believe it was the 3rd inning. Yeah, Stanton or Rizzo got the walk, and then Stanton had the double, but then Donaldson striking out again, and then Matt Carpenter striking out. Matt Carpenter also just came back. First time he's played in a while. That's tough, man. I know Carpenter was really going off there for the Yankees before he got hurt in the season. But that's tough for any player, to be gone for this long and you're just getting thrusted into this environment. I don't know how that's going to go. We'll have to wait and see. But for Donaldson, I don't know. I've not been feeling Donaldson really all that much for the Yankees. He's been striking out a ton lately in this postseason. Could you go with something else there? I'm not quite sure, but he killed a couple of rallies here, especially in the beginning. Once Verlander settled in, he looked great. But taking a look at my notes here, what were some other things that I had written down? I had, those are pretty much the big thoughts that I wanted to go over, but kind of just going over everything. Harrison Bader. Oh, you know what? Here's another thought that I did have about this game. Harrison Bader, once again, showing that he has been a great pickup for the Yankees. I will say this again. I love that trade for the Yankees. You traded Jordan Montgomery. So many Yankee fans hated the move at the time. I love the move. I think it was great when they did it because they needed an upgrade in center field. And yes, he was hurt at the time, but you knew he was going to be healthy. The Yankees wouldn't have traded for him if they didn't think he was going to be healthy. But Harrison Bader, once again coming through, 4th home run of the postseason. Here's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy here. But maybe you could go with Bader in the leadoff spot. He's been hot, maybe give it a try. See if it can do anything for you. Once again, not getting any production out of the top of the lineup here. Torres has not really been doing anything in this postseason. Judge, he's had a couple of homers, but I don't know. Maybe try Bader in the leadoff spot. Or, I wouldn't go Judge back to the leadoff spot because he was struggling there. But I definitely think they need to shake something up here. I think the Yankees need to make some kind of an adjustment. Could you put Bader in the leadoff spot? He seems to be bringing a lot of energy right now. Could you maybe do something different at third base? Could you maybe have Donaldson ride the bench? Because right now he's striking out left and right. Speaking of strikeouts, Matt Carpenter, again, first time he's played here. Is this a great idea for Carpenter to really be playing? I don't know, man. Getting the start at the DH spot, 4 strikeouts tonight. We're going to have to wait and see, man. He doesn't have a lot of time to really get this ready, to get this going. You're in the championship series. Would it have been more beneficial to go with a different bat in this series? When you take a look, there's not a whole lot really. Oswaldo Cabrera, he did have the home run against Cleveland in that series. I don't know, man. It's you got to do something about the strikeouts. You got to do something. I guess with Carpenter, is he your best option right now for the DH spot? I don't know. It just, again, if it was in the regular season, or if he was just completely healthy, yeah, absolutely, I would say, yeah, no doubt about it. But this is a guy, he's been out, so I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see what they end up doing. Could they go with a different game plan in game 2? Could you have Carpenter go to the bench, maybe Stanton, maybe go to the DH spot? Maybe you could have once again Cabrera go out in left field. I don't know. They're going to have to do something with this lineup because 17 strikeouts is not going to cut it. Look at the difference here. Look at the difference. 17 strikeouts for the Yankees tonight. 2 strikeouts for the Astros. Are you kidding me? That is huge. That is just, man, a lot of rallies ending for the Yankees tonight, and via the K. Via the K, man. You can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. But Verlander, in the end, he was able to settle down. That was their chance. You know, I said one of my keys for the Yankees, they had to get to Verlander, and it looked like they were maybe doing that in the beginning, but the strikeouts, they're killing you. You know, credit to Verlander, too. He's very good. But the Yankees just not taking advantage. And one other thing, too, speaking of starting pitching, how about Jameson Taillon? I feel like Jameson Taillon was looking okay. I feel like maybe he got yanked a little early. I know why they did it, because Jameson Taillon, when you look at the numbers, third time through the lineup doesn't tend to be as sharp third time through the lineup, but you had him face Pena for a third time. He got the double. Hey, give it up for Pena too, man. Kind of all over the place right now, but Pena, 3 for 4 tonight, had the home run. He had a great game. But Taillon, I feel like you had him face Pena for the third time. Why couldn't Taillon, go up against, try and finish off the inning, try and get 5 innings there? I don't know. To me, I just feel like, Taillon, he only threw 67 pitches. Have him go. Let him go. Finish out that inning at least. I don't know, man. I just feel like you could have had him pitch a little bit longer. That's just me. I don't know. Again, I know you gave up the double to Pena there, but I just felt like maybe they yanked him a little too quick. That's just my opinion. I'm a classic guy, man. The starting pitchers, I like these guys to go deeper into games. Man, I don't know. That's just me. But I think Taillon definitely could have gone a little longer. Schmidt, again, coming in. Schmidt just didn't have it. If we're going to take a look at some of these numbers here, how was Schmidt even looking? Clark Schmidt. I mean, spin rates were up. Slider spin rate was off the charts, but he was just not locating. He was just leaving balls over the plate. I think with Pena, I think he threw a slider. If I am remembering that correctly, let me actually go to the plays. I think that was a slider he left over the plate. Or was it a sinker that didn't sink? What inning was that? That was the 6th inning. And then, Pena. No, that wasn't Schmidt pitching, was it? No, that wasn't Schmidt pitching. That was Montas. Then who was, let me go back to the 6th inning. Oh, it was Gurriel. I'm thinking Gurriel. Yeah, it was on the slider. So he just left it right over the plate. It just hung, and he just took it deep. So Schmidt, not effective out of this bullpen. Schmidt has had a bit of a tough time now against Cleveland. He was having a rough way there. Cleveland walked off on that game. What was that, game 3? And, once again, just coming in, not getting it done. Is there something different you can do here with the bullpen? Maybe stay away from Clark Schmidt for now. In this game, we saw Castro come in. I believe he threw like an inning and a third. He threw an inning. And then he had Montas coming in. I thought that was, it was nice to see Montas, but he was the one that gave up the home run to Pena. Trevino. Overall, besides Schmidt, the bullpen was fine. But I don't know, man. I just think with the Yankees, there definitely were some bad things here. But there were some good things as well. I wouldn't go completely off the rails right now. I think if the Yankees can make a couple adjustments, I think that they can definitely make this a competitive series. So the Astros did not blow this team out of the water. I just want to point that out right now. Verlander looked good, but he definitely had his moments where he could have really fallen apart. I think in the end, the Yankees, they helped bail them out a little bit in a couple of spots. They kind of shot themselves in the foot. But the Astros, they take advantage, man. And this is why they're a really good team. Hitting the home runs when they needed to, getting great pitching, good bullpen for the most part. Astros are extremely good. And for the Yankees, you can't let these opportunities slip by you with this good of a team. You got to take advantage. I think the Yankees can definitely make the adjustments, and I think you're going to see a good game in Game 2. If we go take a look at Game 2, as of right now, you are looking at the pitching matchup of Luis Severino and Framber Valdez. So the Yankees have hit lefties pretty well this year, so we'll have to wait and see. Luis Severino, I feel like he's always a bit of a wild card. Looked pretty good there towards the end of the regular season. Did pretty good last time out against Cleveland. I think this is going to be a good matchup. I think the Yankees are going to make some adjustments. What are they going to do with that lineup? I think it could be pretty cool if you could have Bader lead off. I think that would be a nice spark plug at the top of the lineup, because that guy seems to really be the only one bringing the energy right now. You know, I know Stanton had a good one tonight, but Bader just seems like he's bringing energy. So we'll have to wait and see. But for the Astros, hey, they just got to keep doing what they're doing, man. They're playing great. Let's see if the Yankees can tie this up at a game apiece tomorrow. That game is at 7:37 Eastern time. Let's go to the Phillies and the Padres. Phillies and the Padres. Again, you know, in the intro here, I'm thinking, is this Padres team really just going to just roll over like this? You're down 4-0. The Phillies just going crazy there in the beginning, just getting all the hits. Alec Bohm, Matt Vierling coming through. Let me actually go here. I can't remember fully off the top of my head. Where is... I know Bohm, Vierling came through. And then he had Sosa as well. And then Schwarber had the ground out. Made it 4-0. And I'm thinking, man, like, what is going on here? Like, what are we doing? Like, this team, you just got through the Mets. You just basically rolled over the Dodgers. I mean, like, what are you doing? You're going to fall down 2-0 to this Phillies team. Not taking anything away from the Phillies, but it's like, come on. Like, what are we doing here? But they came roaring back. They came alive. And it was not looking very pretty for them. Not looking pretty. You had Nola on the mound. But Nola, he was looking, it was interesting with him because, you know, when you looked at his stuff, everything was looking pretty good with him today. It just felt like he was just not locating very well. All of his pitches looked pretty crisp. He threw a lot of knuckle curves. He was going with the fastballs. He was throwing the sinkers. That's a great mix, man. This is why Nola is so good. That's why he's so hard to hit. But they really just stuck with it, man. Drury, Bell had the homers there that made it 4-2. I think the key at bat of this game, and I'm not, you know, trying to have like a nice little cute storyline here. It was the brother versus brother matchup, Austin Nola, Aaron Nola. But I think that was a huge, huge turning point in this game. And not just because of the base hit, but Ha-Sung Kim, it was a hit and run. As soon as the ball was off the bat, you saw Ha-Sung Kim was about halfway, you know, already at second base at that point. It was just kind of one of those things where it looked like the Padres were just getting energy at that point, and it looked like they were starting to wake up at that point. So really enjoying that, you know, you're doing the hit and runs. I love me a good hit and run. Love it. But Ha-Sung Kim, he's got some speed. He was able to score. But then Soto tying it up there. This is why you bring Soto in, you know? This is why Soto's so good. And this is why the Padres are obviously so much better with Juan Soto, because he is just very good. Very good. What else is there to say? But Juan Soto getting the double there, tying it up. Brandon Drury had himself a big game in this one. Few RBIs for him today. Taking a look at the box score, 3 RBIs, 2 for 4. Machado with a big one today, getting a home run late in the game there as well. But that 5th inning was huge. But I do think that hit and run was the turning point there. That's where it felt like the Padres started to wake up. And that's where you could see the crowd. They were coming alive at that point. So San Diego, give it up for him there. Big 5th inning. And, you know, I'm also going to give a lot of credit here to Blake Snell. Obviously had that rough 2nd inning, but he calmed it down there. Ended up throwing the 5 innings, 3 shutout innings there after that rough inning. Give a lot of credit to him for him to just get everything settled down and just to finish off and end up having a pretty decent game overall. But that just, I think those 3 innings from him, it just kind of gave the Padres just a little time to just get their mojo going, right? So Blake Snell, I think he was a huge factor in this one. And in the end, the Padres just ended up coming up with the big win. It was a much-needed Game 2 win. You can't be going to Philly down 2-0 with how that crowd has been looking, you know, waving the towels around, just so much energy at that ballpark. You can't go down 2-0 going to Philly. I think this is a huge win for the Padres. A very good offensive game for the Padres today. 13 hits overall. Also give a lot of credit to Josh Bell. Had the home run today. He had that one hit, too, where he thought he hit like a fly ball, and then he didn't realize that it was just a base hit that got through the infield. So, big game for him. 3 for 4, the 2 RBIs today. And in the end, just a team effort from the Padres. You know, you're facing adversity. I think this Padres team really showed here, like, hey, you know what? We're not just this this lucky team that just got through the Mets and the Dodgers. Sorry, you need a lot more than luck to get by those two really good teams, and they did that today. They showed how good of a team they are here. Bullpen looked really good. Hader, once again, looking extremely good, striking out the side there. I think he hit 100 today. Josh Hader, he has really found his groove over the last month. But yeah, Aaron Nola, he just didn't have it. He was looking okay, but then, I don't know, you were just seeing some cracks in the armor with him early on. Just felt like he wasn't locating. Just felt like his stuff looked good. Something just seemed a little off with him. So, in the end, the Padres, an exciting game today. San Diego, they were going crazy there in that 5th inning. It was fun to watch. But we got a fun Game 3, a pivotal Game 3 coming up. That's on Friday. No NLCS action tomorrow. And we got Musgrove and Suarez. With how Musgrove has been pitching in this postseason, I think right now, San Diego, you got to be feeling pretty good about this one. Ranger Suarez, didn't go too deep into his last start, so we'll have to see. Will the Phillies have to turn more to a bullpen game? But I think that could end up being a bit of an advantage for them as well, because you got the day off tomorrow, so you can rest up that bullpen. But you're hoping Suarez can give you something, maybe even somehow get into the 6th inning. We'll have to wait and see. But with this offense with the Padres right now, especially after, it's crazy how bad that offense was in Game 1. And now just seeing what they did here today, 13 hits, the 8 runs, really came alive. So it'll be an interesting Game 3. I'm excited for it. But everyone, that is all I got for tonight. Just wanted to kind of come on here real quick, just kind of break down these games, give my thoughts. Again, just kind of recapping here. I think the Yankees, they did not look bad in this game, besides the strikeouts. Obviously, the strikeouts, that's something they're going to need to make an adjustment to. But I think the Yankees can make some adjustments. The Padres, they showed that they made some adjustments today. And obviously, you saw how bad the Padres looked in Game 1. The Yankees can do the same thing. So the Padres, it was good to see them really come alive today. Huge 5th inning. Blake Snell stepping up when they needed him to. You got to love it. But excited to see where these two series end up going. But everyone, that is all I have. On the way out, if you can, hit that like button for me. That's going to help us get out there to the people that weren't able to stop by tonight. Hit that subscribe button for me if you are new. Hit the bell notification. Hit the share button. And also, don't forget about our partnerships with SeatGeek. Use my code HYDE. Get $20 off your first purchase. And if you're into the sports betting game, use my code GINGER on Prize Picks. You get a 100% deposit match. I'm out of here, everyone. I'm going to get some sleep. I am tired. I got to wake up in the morning. Have yourself a great night, everyone, and I'll talk to you next time.